One survivor of domestic abuse is Tracy Graham. She's from Swindon, and music has really helped her to cope with what she's been through.
You left your mark on me. Now it's the time you leave. You broke, you really thought you broke me.
A song of survival. That was Tracy Graham from Swindon, who describes herself as a domestic abuse survivor. And Tracy, thank you for joining us this morning. It's fair to say that music has really helped you gain confidence and work through your own trauma, hasn't it?
Hello, yes, it has. And I can't put into words how much it's helped me.
It was a dark place that you were in. Can you share with us a little bit of your situation?
Yeah, of course. I found myself a victim of domestic abuse, and I never thought that I would be one of those people. And you don't. You just don't know. And I suffered many forms of abuse, some of which I didn't know was happening to me. And by the end of it, I was completely broken, physically, mentally, emotionally. I felt like I was just a shadow of the person that I was. I had zero confidence. Everything had been kind of taken away from me.
It sounds, Tracy, that you were a victim of coercive control. Is that fair to say that your independence, your personality was taken over by someone else, and you'd lost all your freedom and self-belief, self-worth? Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Coercive control, sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. Everything was kind of, mixed in together. And as a coercive control, I didn't realise was happening. And that was one of the first things that started. It was that kind of was the starter. And yeah, it does. It chips away at you.
And when did you realise, Tracy, that this had happened, that this was happening? Because very often recognising it is one of the hardest things. You said yourself that you never thought this would happen to you. So how did you recognise it and then act?
Well, I didn't, to be honest with you. I didn't until it got so severe. So until the sexual assault happened, I didn't realise that all the other abuse was happening. I was told that I was too sensitive, that it was my fault. So I kept it to myself and I didn't tell anyone. And it wasn't until that big event that I could no longer sort of have any sort of closed-off vision to the relationship then. It was blatantly obvious. I was physically hurt. And it wasn't until that had happened that I recognised it and I reached out for help.
And who did you reach out to help for, Tracy? The police, was that your first thought?
I actually went online and looked up Swindon Domestic Abuse Support Service. And to be honest, first off, I didn't realise what was happening and all the different forms of abuse. So I kind of went on there and I was looking and reading and thinking, my God, this is happening to me. So I phoned them and I just said, I'm not sure what is happening, but something is very, very wrong and something really bad has happened. Can you help? And they helped me. They helped me get out of that relationship, get safe. We had a plan in place. I was assigned an IDVA, which is Independent Domestic Violence Advisor. And they helped me from there.
How difficult was it, though, Tracy, for you to start to feel more like you again, to rediscover who you were? How hard was that journey, and how big a part did music play in it?
It was incredibly hard, and I didn't know where to start. And I was referred to a lady called Louisa who runs an organisation called Sounds Like Women, and she runs free music workshops for women and girls who have been affected by abuse. And I was referred to her. And when I first met her, I could barely even say a word or hold a conversation. I was so lacking in confidence. But I've always loved music. I've always loved singing. But I didn't believe that I had the confidence to do it. And over a period of these workshops, she brought out that confidence in me. And what I've done now is I've written my first song, which is about my journey. It's a very empowering, uplifting song, but yeah, it's about my journey and how I found myself again. And now I'm doing fantastically.
Which is wonderful to hear. You are, as that song suggests, empowering and uplifting to talk to, because you're not only have pulled yourself through this and some dreadful times, both physical and mental abuse, but you're now helping others. You're an ambassador for Swindon Domestic Abuse Support. How much does that help you?